What's up, YouTube? Yeah, it's me again, doing crazy shit while I'm driving. Anyway, look at my phone. It's up on the see, hands-free, baby. Anyway, I just got out a poll. Woo! And I have to look back to see how long I've been taking these private lessons. I don't know, several months maybe, but it's journeys through to wellness or to fitness or both, because they're intertwined. Of course, you can't be fit if you're not well. You can't be well if you're not fit. It's such a zigzaggy road. The longer you let it go, the more winding and zigzagging it's gonna get. So I recommend, who wouldn't, right? Who wouldn't recommend starting ASAP? I'm like, where do I gotta turn? I'm like, I'm lost already on my way home. Just what I've learned, and I'm feeling much more confident. Yesterday I went to the massage girl, who she's not just a little old masseuse. Like, she's had 3 years training, extensive training of lots of different types, and she knows how to break up that fascia that's sticking together that I used to go to the chiropractor for, the deep tissue. And she did the pin and stretch on my yesterday. She finally assessed my hip mobility, and you're probably thinking, well, Karen, why didn't you do that before? Well, I only gave her so much information. She didn't know how bad it was until she went to pick up my leg and and she was like, oh, wow. I said, right? And then she checked the left leg was she said almost perfect as far as mobility in the left. She's like, wow. And then the right one was just complete. I said, right? And then I stood up on the floor, separated my feet a little bit, like I'm gonna do a squat with it. And it's so bizarre. The right knee is like way over where my left leg, the knee, and then everything lined up. And the other one, I just twisted. And I'm going, God. Anyway, she worked on it, and I'm going, you know what? It's a long road, but it's gonna work. And my lady, sharing more and more with me, my instructor beginning to trust me, and we're developing this rapport. But she tells me, since she stopped being an instructor and stopped owning, sold her studio and moved down here and stopped being instructed by other instructors, now she feels like she ain't shit. She feels frozen inside emotionally towards dancing, because she's not in that environment with all the people constantly instructing a group of people, and then another, and then going to a class in her own studio to be instructed by another instructor, because that's what good instructors do. They never stop being instructed, being polished, having another instructor notice a little teeny, wait a minute, that's a little off, do it like this. It'd be more beautiful if you did it like that, or you might hurt yourself if you keep pushing your leg that way. Let's move it over. These are technicalities, they're important. And now that she doesn't have that in her life full time, she says, I've never felt like this. And I just felt so touched that she would share this with me. And it wasn't all deep. It wasn't like we were sobbing and we're all like, oh, it wasn't like that. But it was just to know that she knows I'm struggling emotionally to overcome certain things. And then I'm out of the woods, but it's still hanging on me like dead wood, like I need a debridement of like burn tissue. In other words, it's just been a horrible, awful scrubbing of burnt tissue. I gotta get rid of it. We need a debridement. Any of emotional, necrotic shit that's just hanging on us. Anyway, God love her. What a woman. What a human being. What a person. And then, my massage girl, I call her a girl because she's so much younger than me. She's 37. She's a lady. She's a woman with 4 children and a thriving business. She owns her business. She's not just showing up at somebody's shop and doing a little rubby. These women, I just feel like, as my vibrational level maybe came up, I somehow I found myself in concert with other women who I admired and wanted to be more like. Yeah, ladies, thank you. Thank you, Lise, Sheena. You both helped me tremendously, and now these 2 women actual in person. So with the 4 of you, you're gonna take me all the way. Okay, with the 4 of you out there, this is my support system now. These are my ladies. These are my ladies, and then of course my dogs. it can be a long journey. And if you don't tell people that are attempting to assist you what's truly wrong, they can't help you. They can't know. Like, I didn't tell my masseuse girl that, hey, it's excruciatingly painful when I do it. I didn't tell her because I was programmed to not talk about my pain or attempt to get it fixed because I don't deserve it or it's not really that bad or whatever. But now I'm finally speaking up, and I'm actually getting real help. I'm not getting Band-Aids. I'm getting real help. And Judy is on fire now for my progress. Now she's getting excited because she sees that I'm trying to untangle this mess. I'm going in different directions looking for these answers. I'm not just sitting there going, do it, Judy, fix me. She sees me out there. So now she's even more excited about me being her student. So it's just, and then I'm also lifting her up emotionally, like, yeah, Judy, and then like I'm assessing her because now she knows I know enough to see something wrong, and she's like, check me on this. How's this look? And she did this. Oh man, I'm like, what was that called? And she told me, but now I can't remember. The move that when I saw it on a pole, and I said, that's my ultimate goal. If I can ever do that, I'll feel like I arrived. And it's like a one hit where they're walking around and then they grab the pole by one hand and flap their legs open and swing around and reach behind them and da-da-da. I can't remember what it's called, but she did it. And she's like, thank God I can still do it. And she's like, let me try it on the bad side. Then she tried it, and I'm like, man, girl, you looked awesome. She's like, I know my foot sickled a little bit or whatever. And I'm like, girl. She's like, I know, but we're into that competition perfection. I'm like, yeah, it's true. As long as you don't wind up feeling less than if you didn't quite get it just right. It's like, you've got to keep that balance. Like, yes, we want to reach for perfection. That's cool. But also appreciate the beauty in freestyle. And then she said, instead of conditioning today by hanging because my arms aren't ready, I want you to watch this video with me. And she put this dancer on that freestyled, and it was stuff you've never seen on the pole. A few pole moves, but then just freestyle dancing around, interpretive of what the lyrics were and the way the music sounded. And we watched it, and it brought tears to my eyes. And she's talking like, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. And then I'm just like, oh, I feel so blessed to be standing here in the presence of what I consider a great in the pole world. And she's just like, no. I'm like, yes, Judy. She is very confident, but she's not overconfident. She's not like, yeah, I bust these bitches. And no. I love her level of confidence because I just do. She's humble enough, but she's confident at the same time. There, I'm looking for that balance of like this, know what you're good at, believe that, know it's true, but also be humble enough to know, that it's like, well, come on, we're only human. She says, Karen, I want you to stop moving without thought. I want you to be more everything you do. I want you to start moving as fluidly as you can. I said, you're so right, and I've thought about this. It takes so much effort, but I'm tired of being that person. I'm tired of being defined as that little girl who was a tomboy, who wasn't graceful. So I owned it. I owned the label, and I would move my body any old way. I didn't try to be feminine. I didn't try to be graceful. I just was just what they told me I was. I was geeky. And you know what? We're working on that. Tired of being geeky. It's not necessary. It was an identity that was placed on me by people who did not respect me. This is what pole does for women and men that feel like I do, that grew up and are feeling like this, that had these experiences. Pole just, it opens something up in you that you can't describe to someone who's not tried it. And I'm not saying it's for everybody and everybody needs to do pole or you don't know what life is about. No. But for those that it works, that it's just something special. And if it's not for you, there's something similar, an activity, something you can do with your body that makes you know in your heart, that gives you that satisfaction, confidence in knowing, hey, I'm moving in the right direction. This activity is making me feel like what I truly am, which is this wondrous creation and being. So, of course, pole's not for everybody, but that's what it's doing for me and a lot of people that get in it. So look for your passion. But it's going to be something physical most often to me, to get that body, to shake up those old emotions and those old stored traumas and things. It's going to be a physical activity. Find your physical activity. If you're like, oh, my body hurts a little, I know, I get it. I'm talking about just moving. I mean, walking backwards without falling down. I mean, you start doing this stuff and you're gonna be like, wait a minute, I'm finding my way, and I'm releasing trauma, and I'm feeling stronger, and I'm feeling less depressed, and wait a minute, this is for me. Yes, it is for you. Healing is for you. Healing is for everyone that wants it, that truly wants it. If you just want a pill or a Band-Aid, move on. But we're here on my channel. We're mocking the system, and then we're trying to heal. Anyway, that's what we do over here. So I know it's a long video. Sorry if nobody wanted to hear it, but I just wanted to. For those who care about me, I'm moving up. I'm coming up in my mind. I'm coming up. Thank God. Thank you for your support. Thank you for giving a shit, laughing at my silly crap, and thanks everybody. I'm moving up. Woo woo. I feel like I am anyway. I freaking busted a freaking vein in my other foot today. I got to rip the skin off the one. This one I got to moving on up. Rip them feet off. She's like, yeah, stop grabbing a pole with your feet. I'm like, God no, Judy. She's like, get your monkey ass on up there.